Hello everyone, this is 3D printed animatronic creature part 47, herring and skin placement. I've been doing a lot of work on the animatronic. It's been kind of a crazy month, which is May. Last month was crazy, but it's been also crazy this month. But I've been working on other projects too, and I just wanted to show you, here's some teeth that I've worked on. This is 2017. Now this is like around when I got my very first printer, and this is PLA, and as you see, I pumice it and high shine this PLA plastic right here, and it smoothed out really good, and it even high shined. But I just wanted to show you what I've been working on is a very large denture. But as you see here, I've done other designs, converting PLA or printed dentures into real dentures. But I've made a lot of teeth in my time. But but as you see here, here's our teeth that we designed for the animatronic project. But if and this is the largest set of human dentures I've ever made, and this is pretty good size. And this one right here, if you remember, I showed y'all this a while back. But these are the teeth I'm going to make animatronic dentures. And, and the process of doing this is I'm mixing up a monomer and dental acrylic, and this is A2 acrylic shade, and I'm going to cast these teeth first, and then what I'm going to do is put these teeth right here into the pressure pot and let them cure, and then after I let them cure for like 20 minutes, maybe a little shorter, but and it will dental acrylic cures pretty quick. This is self-cure acrylic. And after I get these, uh, I'll cast it here. I'll go in between the gingiva here and just straighten them all out. And I use some other burrs and things like that, but I didn't show you here on this video. But it's kind of a time-consuming process, but it really turns out well. And when I insert these teeth after I trim, I'll put Vaseline on the top of these areas of the teeth where the teeth, so that way I won't get any acrylic sticking to these teeth, the pink acrylic. But what I did here is I took this gum right here, and this is the gum that's on the large animatronic, and I'm going to make animatronic dentures. And as you see here, this I turned the same the denture part as you see on the bottom there. I turned it into uh, a mole by reversing the faces, and then I made a mole so I could do this, so I could remove or have the area of the denture in the denture itself. As you see here, it just snaps in place. So technically, this is an animatronic denture. And that's what I've been working on, but I still have a lot more to do. I need to make uh, a rugae area for the upper and a space for the tongue on the lower. And but I still have clean up. I have to add some acrylic to it, and then I want to put uh, a high shine on it. But I also got some good wet look material from Monster Makers. But here's me herring, and I've done a lot of herring on this. I would say it's about 3 days, and I spent a few hours. Punching hair takes some time. It's I mean I mean some people are really masters at this, but I'm trying to keep this kind of light so you can kind of see the head. It's like this is an alien creature, and I'm not putting that many hairs in each, I guess, pore. But I, I'm at the time now where I'm getting ready to take this off so I can put it on the animatronic. But my thing is that, uh, uh, and I'm going to be reducing the size of my needle to get, you know, uh, individual hairs in the front of this, as you see here. And but I just want to, I need to add the hair around the mouth or the chin area. I'd like to have it kind of a form of a simple goatee, and just hairs that throughout the on the front of the face. Just do more individual hairs, and that will be a smaller needle outlet that I just have to just cut away and just you know put in some individual hairs, and it does make it look better. But each time that you see me lay this hair, I'm dipping my needle, my tool, in silicone. That way, it will secure in place. When the silicone collapses, there will be some kind of silicone adhesive there. And once again, that makes it time consuming. And you could spend a lot longer time than I have on this and get it even finer look. But I'm still trying to keep I like this doll look on the alien creature, and I'm just gonna keep it like that, but I still want to add more hair throughout the face area, the eyebrows, and maybe a like a little hairs like I guess a small mustache, but not all the way over. But and what I'm going to do, I'm going to get ready to put this on the animatronic. So I'm doing some pre-cuts, and a lot of this I can trim when it's off this core, but also I can trim when it's on the animatronic because I don't want to cut too much off. I can go by the guide that I have as far as the core. But as you see here, this is what hair I have, and I'm gonna put some on the chin and the jaw, but I'm really happy with it. But man, when you're doing this, you're gonna have hair everywhere. But as far as hair work overall, from what y'all have seen already, what I've done, and from to go to the top of the head, that was a good maybe 10 hours of work. And I'm thinking that I probably pressed or punched probably over 500 times. But here I'm setting up the animal, trying to get everything, all the all the pieces to get centered. As you see here, as the brows go center. But like there's some movements here on the center brow that I just got to make sure everything is in the right location so I can, because they have sockets in the silicone, and I might have to still apply adhesive to. Now the adhesive is going to it's a tricky situation because you can only put adhesive in certain areas, and sometimes what the problem is it's hard to get to it. What I can glue. But as far as the lips are going to have adhesive on them and the eyelids, and it's just a little adhesive on the eyelids. That way it will so they'll blink and it'll look natural. But and then you have the upper lip, and then you have the upper center lip, and then you have the lower center lip. So, and that's what I'm been working on, and as you see here, I just trying to get everything going, and I got this bag here, and that's just something for me to lay it on because once again, when you have silicone, it attracts anything as far as any kind of particles like hair. It's going to stick to it, and it's not sticking to it. I guess it's like I would describe it more like a static, but it's like a static cling. But I'm taking my time removing this. Now, gravity is also helping me here, but you just don't want to yank it or just pull off real quick because I still got these, like the lip areas here that need to come slowly pulled away because I just don't want to put no hole in it. And this is pretty strong stuff, but I just don't want to go I don't want to test it too far as a stretch. But as you see here, I'm just doing some little, you know, taking all these little small pieces of waste silicone around the eyelids. And as soon as, another thing, when it's on the animatronic, I can trim. I have something to go by, and I can really get down with it with some scissors and even some other tools that will cut it a little bit cleaner, I guess it would be. But it's coming along. But it's pretty fun doing this right here. Now, I started at the top now. You could do it on the front, but I have to pull it over the primary head to go over the neck. And I'm not stretching it too far. But like here, uh, everything has to be kind of centered. And, if the eyelid fits good on one side, it's not fitting good on the other because it's supposed to lay upon the animatronic lids. And that way, if it's a little, it's just one of these things is where you grab the silicone and you roll it forward or you roll it back, and then you might have to, you know, it's just detailing how it's on there. As you see here, I'm rolling the silicone to match the eyelids. And it's, just 1 degree off, and it can kind of throw it off by placing it on the animatronic. But I just slowly just work it, get it in there just right, and I feel like I can go, and then I can start trimming even better, and then also trim around this area here around the chest piece. But once again, this is a serious prep for applying the silicone adhesive to the animatronic. Like, it needs to be attached. And you'll see me do these tests in a minute where I'm actually going to make it move so I can have this silicone skin settle in the right place. And then, excuse my big bald head there, but I'm just sitting there just trying to make sure that, you know, one side of the eyelids is further open than the other one. But then, like right here, I'm pressing. That's the center brow right there in that socket, and this everything just has to be lined up. And I'm just trying not to be off by any because it will make it look different. But I'm sitting here and I want to do a test. There's no adhesive applied here, and I'm just doing a movement, get everything settled in place. There's as you see I feel like the skin lips need to scoot over a little bit. Now, as you see here, it's not attaching to the chest area. Now, remember on a couple videos back, I showed you where I had to fix this chest area to make it shorter or the original size that I had this neck. So what I did is I did this test so I could see where actually I need to apply the glue here. But as far as the glue, like as you see here, I'm holding it. I just it fits the animatronic chest piece, but the weight of the silicone is pulled down by gravity, and it makes it a little longer. But as you see here, if I hold it like this, I just wanted to show you this. There's no adhesive once again, but you'll see me do my gimbal test on how far I can actually look. Now, I wanted to show you this because this looks kind of it looks kind of wicked, you know what I'm saying? It's cool as shit to me. But overall, it's coming along pretty good. I just have to get ready once again, trying to attach this animatronic together with adhesive so we can get this thing up and running. Well, overall, I'm happy with the test, and but now once again, I need to get this secured before I start really doing some programming with the animatronic movements. And that way we can see this thing come alive. But I appreciate everybody and thank you for all the questions and comments. And hey, I appreciate y'all. Uh, and once again, I hope y'all subscribe and like and comment. But I appreciate y'all. Once again, we'll have this up and running probably the next video. Thanks a lot, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Later.